enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens.
Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
At the 47.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. And he'll only get this to the 2-yard line, a near catastrophe. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the Ravens will get it, 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Gets this up just shy of the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone.
Well, so much for being backed up against their goal line to start the drive. He gave some breathing room and then some. I think the defense really got caught thinking safety, trying to stack the line of scrimmage. And oftentimes, if you can get past the initial grouping, there's a lot of room to run. The defense actually fortunate that didn't go.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
Tucker lining up.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Here's Antonio Gibson. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
On the return, Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play action. Haskins slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? Be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
He's brought down by
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit. Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 1st down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
their own 45-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd and 4.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. The drive will start with an option going left. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
The tackle made back.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
And it's 3rd down.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Washington nothing.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
The intended receiver was Thaddeus Moss.
And now it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And that's why that position was created. Big, powerful, strong guy who can carry the ball and plow forward. That's exactly why you have him on the field.
Washington on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And this will be taken at the 13. Ooh, with a juke.
Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
The pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Jackson buying time to his left. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
A gain of 11.
I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles, but I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't it? You've got to try and stay with it, and even when we do, we often can get it wrong because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration on him. It should open up things for you.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. 3rd down here.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Brings up.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith, and he will bring.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This is Gibson. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 2nd and 10 now. Haskins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Washington on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Haskins. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Here's Tressway now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On second down, it's Green. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Raymond Calais. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Brought down back at the 29-yard line.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And out of bounds right around the 20. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Baltimore.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Now the Ravens going to use 1 of their timeouts
3rd down.
as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. And Tucker's kick right there. A bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Antonio Gibson on the return. Washington takes over 1st and 10.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Matthew Judon in there to take him down.
Brought down back at the 24-yard line.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson on the move to his left. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Jackson. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker now to add the point after.
The extra point.
And the lead is now 24.
Is good. Makes the score Ravens 24. Washington.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Thomas. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Over the middle, complete. It's Peterson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a 1st down Washington on a pickup of 18. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Haskins going to throw again. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On through the contact, brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Up 2nd and 4 at the 6-yard line.
2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson, his 3rd deficit. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
They're going to try and run. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16.
Washington 8.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
At the 43-yard line.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Run with Love.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
3rd down. Here's Haskins.
He'll drop this down to Peterson.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
A lone second remains now in this third quarter. Second and 10. Here's Haskins again. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. Third time. Picked off at the 14. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
First down, Ravens.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Tackle made by Thomas Davis. Fourth quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On third down, Jackson throwing right, and that's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. A gain of 3, second down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there, not a big impact on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Anthony Averett picks it. Then he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is Gibson. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Gibson on the return. Washington
They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time? Hopefully with a chance to win.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to AP out of the backfield, and that'll bring up second down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down, but a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Throwing again is Smith.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Smith throwing again. Rolling to his right. The open man is Smith. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. From the red zone now, Smith. Smith catches left side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Again, Smith. And his throw here's incomplete. Out of the backfield, Adrian Peterson was the intended target. But now it's 3rd and goal.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
From the 7 now, it's 3rd and goal.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just...
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Adrian Peterson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And Washington able to close the gap just a bit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Ravens 31, Washington 16.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in for a Raven. 84 yards as the Ravens push further out in front.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This is Gibson. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Haskins. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. They'll fake it. Now Smith. They'll roll him out right. He may try and run. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And that might just cement it. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who put...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the posts. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic, faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
Did the same. It smelled terrible. By rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Love. And some room to work. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he just falls short down